is it. This is Showbiz, folks, and tonight's show is especially for optimists. Are you all optimists? Good. You'll need to be tonight. What a show. What a time of the year. Spring. Spring is in the air, as Cyril Smith said when his mattress bust. What a beautiful day for going into a restaurant, taking a bowl of alphabet soup and having a few words with the chef. Tonight, I've got so much to give. You're going to get it, too. What a romantic day. What a romantic day for knocking on the bedroom door in a honeymoon hotel and saying, do you mind if we come in and wipe the condensation off the two-way mirror? Think optimism, folks. Think optimism. Be like the man who said, I can, and I will, and he did, and he got 6 months. Listen, think big. Think big. What is big? Is something that's bigger really better? I'll let you know when I take the bandages off. We should all think bigger. Instead of buying Grecian 2000 to get rid of the grey hairs, buy Grecian 5000 and get rid of the flipping lot. And next time you go... Well, granted. Next time you go into a Chinese takeaway, instead of fiddling about with ordering the 17s and 26s, go straight in for the 247. That's the curried elephant with the bean sprouts. You don't like bean sprouts? Well, all right, then. Order 100 weight of chips for the wife. And when he says we don't have a bag that big, say, well, I have, and she eats plenty of chips. Everything comes in different sizes. There's small, medium, and by Jove, Gladys, you don't get many of those in a quarter. Come to think of it, you don't get many of those in a bucket. Look on the bright side. Nothing is ever as bad as it seems. After all, I mean, the Titanic didn't catch fire, did it? Never be discouraged. When Beethoven had finished writing his 5th symphony, Fredden said to him, he said, you won't like that, you know. And Beethoven said, well, 4:30. So, remember all the great heroes of the Wild West, in the great days when men were men and women were exhausted. Great heroes who would never give in. Stanley and Livingston. You know the story. Livingston got lost in the jungle, and Stanley went looking for him, didn't he? And he came upon him in a clearing, and he said, Dr. Livingston, I presume. And Livingston said, what? He said, I've just brought the news. You've just drawn a lucky number in the Reader's Digest drawer. What? Stanley and Livingston, explorers, 2 explorers on the river bank, and all of a sudden, ow! He said, what? He said, an alligator just bit me leg off. He said, which one? Oh, he said, I don't know. He said, all alligators look the same to me. On the show tonight, we were to have had Metal Mickey, but when she heard what time the show was going out, Mrs. Foote said, oh, no, Michael's always fast asleep in bed by now. We were to have had Christopher Lee on the show tonight, Christopher Lee, but he broke into Dolly Parton's dressing room and bit her on the neck, and the police took him away to have his eyes tested. We have our star audience, and in our audience tonight we have Lionel Shadbolt, a man of many parts, most of them made in Japan. Lionel is an old soldier, and he's seen action all over the world, but he still prefers British girls. And here we have Mrs. Linda Lump. Linda Lump, she was one of the first people to buy a television set just after the war. And when the detective van came round her house in 1981, she was one of the first to climb over the back fence and buy a license. Our first act this evening, folks, is a puppet act that brings back, for me, memories of the great ventriloquists of the past. Watch from Paris, the great artiste Philippe Jantet with his military parade. This is the Theatre Snow. This is the theatre pub round the corner from the theatre, the Cock and Trumpet. And we come in here, you know, to have a little relax. And see Susie? This is Susie, our barmaid. She'll have the dark glasses. She does a bit of part-time welding in the afternoon. Let's come here and relax, have a little drink. Because I know what time I'm due back on, you see, because you know me with timekeeping, absolutely ridiculous. And as soon as I hear God Save the Queen, I know that the audience will be in here, so, no, again. Ah.
Mr. Ken Dodd, I just spotted you with my scintillating eyeball. I saw you come trickling down the stairs in that lovely scene with the magnificent, what a joy which gave forth this image, if I may say, very Humboldt, I thought was for it, especially the last. Oh.
Yes, very nice.
Yes. May I take a seat, sit the squatty?
Pardon?
May I take a seat, sit the squatty on the bottom?
Yes, please do, yes, by all means. I think you'd have the advantage of me, Mr.
Corlington Corverstite is my name. I'm the Special Society, RSPC 345, which is the Royal Society of Scriptwriters.
You're the man who wrote to me.
Yes,
I couldn't make out the signature. What was it?
Well, Corlington Corverstite. Yes, I didn't expect to reply.
You've written a show?
A special play for you, and you are the central figure. In fact, you could say you're like an idea for you on a charge, a horse, Sir Galahad, through the sands of Wigan Peel.
Well, I couldn't do it then, because horses and me don't.
Oh, dear.
Yes.
Allergy?
Well, any sort of GG.
Oh.
Anything.
The thing is, you see, what I had in mind...
Start sneezing, you see.
Well, the sneezing forward?
Yes, I like quite a lot.
Oh, deep forward.
Are there many people in the music? Would like a choir?
We have a choir. Well, we had the...
A choir of Vestal...
Vestal Liver Birdies choir. Vestal Liver Virgie Birdie.
Couldn't we have the Vestal...
Well, actually, they're beautiful singing.
They were the ones who...
They're taught the stuff no takers and the Royal Collie music and Nella Hormones, same as the music hall, the Prumpy Glow, all these.
The Seven Wise...
Oh, yes, under the bushel. They lightened in the early morning. Oh, came the wind and blown you out, and they were all caught short in the early morning. But still, the thing about this for you is...
Is there any animals in it?
Yes. There's the procession of the little squirrels would come out. Do you know I got that idea? No. Precession of the equinoxes. Because on account of the squirrels all point to the magnetic pole in a little slant, so they all come here. And it's connected with it's an astronometer, you needn't worry about it.
Nuts!
That's correct. Yes, metal, what a joy folder, of course. Metal nuts, magnetic, North Pole and twisty, there's a joy.
Look, I want to be like a real hero, like a hero of Greek mythology. One of those here, like,
Ulysses.
Pardon?
Ulysses.
Yes.
Craggy Ithaca.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, a little spittle drop in your bill. Well, this is the thing. Ulysses came forth, and the wonderful... Yeah, because, you see, the princess is down this tree-clothed mine. This horrible witch, casting it in a spell, pours load on pickle onion down the crocus.
Well, where are we going to get the money from to put on this musical?
This is a prop load. I was wondering if Sir Geoffrey Howe could told the smile.
Doubt it.
What about number 10, the highest possible?
Well, Mrs. Thatcher? Yeah. Well, she enjoys fairy stories.
Really generous.
Yes. Or even Lord...
Gravy?
Maybe.
No. Really, what about Uncle Sam Regal and Fort Knoxygold? What about Uncle Sam Fort... The Presido, United States.
The Presido of the...
Fort Knoxy.
I'm
There's all the gold in the world.
Yes. Well, look, I tell you what. Don't call us. We'll call you.
Well, this is a wonderful...
Yes, I've got your address, have I? Are you on the phone?
Yes, it's... the code is 03274... 713450. It's very cheap after Sepsicloggy, isn't it?
Look, would you like a drink?
I would have a drink. Could I have a Bruflate Spesto, please? No water.
Does she understand?
Of course, female of the species. They inherit the earth.
I think you're a remarkable man.
Oh, what a joy, and grip at the handball.
Well... gripping the handballs is a very good cue because the song I'm going to sing with the children is Hold My Handball. Hold my hand! Hello, world of yesterday. We're looking out to find a way for the children. With a happy song and a happy face, can make this world a better place for the children. If all the nations join and sing, the bells around the world will ring for the children. And what we have we'd like to share, show you all that the children care for the children. And we're singing all around the world to every other boy and girl. We're holding hands and reaching out to all of you. Hold my hand, hold it tight. Hold my hand if you're yellow, black or white. Children of the world unite, keep the candle burning bright. Hold my hand if you're yellow, black or white. Though the ocean may seem wide, we can always reach to the other side for the children. We can send our love, we can send some smiles, send love and peace 1,000 miles to the children. We shall be their guiding light and sing along into the night for the children. What a wonderful place this world would stay if we all held hands each and every day like the children. And we're singing out around the world to every other boy and girl. We're holding hands and reaching out to all of you. Here we go. Hold my hand, hold it tight. Hold my hand if you're yellow, black or white. Children of the world unite, keep the candle burning bright. Hold my hand if you're yellow, black or white. Hold my hand, hold it tight. Hold my hand if you're yellow, black or white. Children of the world unite, keep the candle burning bright. Hold my hand if you're yellow, black or white. Hold my hand if you're yellow, black or white. Oh, I love working with children. Mind you, some of the kids today, they're very rough, aren't they? That school up north, I see some of the teachers at that primary school, they resigned. They said they want a more peaceful life. Should have joined the SAS. See, at those schools now, in schools now, if they don't have the school bell, just have a 4-minute warning. You wouldn't think I was a school teacher, would you? Well, I used to be a school teacher. You can still see the scars. I'll never forget my first day as a school teacher. The first thing that struck me as I entered the school was half a brick. The little boy who threw it apologised. He said, "I'm sorry, mister. I didn't mean to hit you. I was aiming for the caretaker." I said to one little boy in the playground, I said, "Which is the quickest way to the headmaster's study?" He said, "Follow that fire engine." All changed now since I was at school. You don't give free milk these days. You all get legal aid. I want to start a school. Now, how does that grab you? I want to start a school to teach people how to be funny. I mean, how do you get to be funny? I mean, do you wake up one morning and say, "I'm funny"? Comedians aren't born funny. As a child, you turn like a custard that goes off. My dad used to peep inside my pram and say, "Mother, this lad's going funny." So I thought I'll start a school for funny people. The Naughty Ash Laughter College for Comics, the Academy of Comicality. Naughty Ash College for Comics, founded 1894 and still going wrong. At the end of the term, all those students who graduated in comicality get something that will look nice on their sideboard. A tin of varnish. During the war, you remember the war? It's in all the papers. Well, during the war... No, I don't remember it, but I read about it in The Wizard. There was this German platoon motorised platoon drove into this Italian village, see, and everybody had run away, we'd all scarpered, and nobody there, except in the middle of the village square, just a little piglet. One little piglet left sat in the middle of the village. And the German officer got out of the scout car. He said, "Not saying? Not saying?" He said, "Fair answer, people." And the little pig said, and this German officer went mad because he got the leather coat on and the hat down here like a traffic warden. He said, "I will ask you one more time, swine. Fair answer, people." And the little pig said, "The German officer's, I must warn you, we have ways of making you pork." On Showbiz, we set out to bring you the top comedy acts from all over the world. And with this in mind, we went all the way to Switzerland to bring you one of the great masters of musical burlesque. Ladies and gentlemen, and kidlets, Alfredo.
Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce the star now of few mimics all over the world. Everybody knows him. Here you are now for you, Sammy Davis Jr. Fantastico. And now you see the sailor man, he eat always the spinach. You know him? Everybody knows him, Popeye. Ladies and gentlemen, now a famous parody Granada. You see now the greatest torero all over the world. Here tonight for you, Don Alfredo. Granada. Hello, Light. Let's go tonight. Oh, mamma mia! Ah! Granada. Canada. ladies and gentlemen, we play now for you My Military Parade. Military parade. Let's go.
Showbiz, we're trying to talk about giants of showbiz. I mean, the great Hollywood musicals, remember? Cole Porter. How he danced and sang with that big bag of nutty slack on his back, I'll never know. It's all changed now, you know, films, they're all tame now. They have stuntmen for the love scenes. They have stuntmen. He's called in when the story starts to fizzle out. He makes wild, passionate love to all the heroines. He's a frail old man of about 24 or so. Hollywood. Do you know, when I first saw the first Mary Pickford film, I never thought that years later she'd buy all those removal vans, did you? Remember how in the early films from Hollywood, the villains used to tie the heroines to the railway tracks. They tried it in British films, but it didn't work the same because the heroines used to die of starvation before the trains turned up. Hollywood. Do you remember that jungle film where, you know, where the white missionary is walking through the jungle and he meets this fierce-looking native and the missionary said to him, I say, do you speak English? And the native said, yes, I speak good English. So the white man said, well, could you tell me how far it is to the nearest village? And the native replied, said, it's about 5 miles away. The white man said, look, tell me, where did you learn to speak English so well? The native said, from old gramophone records. I love the Western films. Clint Westwood. You know, in that film, where the bandits attack the shirt factory in Birmingham. You know, for a few collars more. Then there was that other one where little Ronnie Corbett is with Dolly Parton, face full of dollops. That was it. And there comes a time in every man's life when he's got to be a hero, like the hero of the films. Bravery, that's when he goes to the dentist. And you've got to go, you know. You don't want to be like that little girl on the adverts.
No fillings today.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice. They pulled on my blinking teeth out.
I went to see the dentist the other day. As soon as I walked up his path, I got that sinking feeling. I'd fell in his goldfish pond. The receptionist, old frosty face, she said, would you like gas? I said, no. Well, she said, please yourself, you'll freeze in that waiting room. I went into the dentist's surgery. I sat in the chair. I said, no, we're not going to hurt each other, are we? So he said, no, look. He said, look, you'll have to stop eating boiled sweets. I said, why? He said, they're making my fingers all sticky. I said, look, keep your eye on those goldfish in the tank. I said, why? He said, somebody keeps nicking them. I think the nurse is on a protein diet. So he said, how long have you had the gold filling? I said, that's me collar stood. He said, when he finished, he said, right, now take your trousers off and jump up and down for a couple of minutes. I said, I want my money back. He said, I want my forceps back. He said, no. Have you ever really tried to discover your inner self? I haven't, it doesn't half hurt. I must remember to cut my fingernails next time. I wanted to get rid of these annoying habits. Habits like tapping my fingers, because it was very annoying to me, because I was doing it with a hammer. I was biting my nails and watching the soles of my boots fall off. So, and I found myself whistling in the street, till I walked with my legs closer together and stepped out of the wind. So, I went to see this hypnotist. He'd convinced himself he was a belle, so I gave him a ring. And he was this hypnotist, a very, very odd man, glasses, beard, Mexican moustache, gleaming white teeth. and a cauliflower ear. All on a chain round his neck. The hypnotist looked at me, he asked me to stand on one leg. He asked me to stand on one leg, so I did. And with tears in his eyes, he said, no, I meant one of your own. So, he said, hop up on the couch. He said, do you mind if I put you under? Well, I said, if it's all the same to you, I'd rather go on top. So, started waving the cigarette lighter to and fro for 10 minutes. Took him 10 minutes to light a cigarette. Then, he said, in a few seconds from now, I will feel a warm glow. No, I said, shouldn't it be me that feels the warm glow? He said, you buy your own Raljets. So, I want you to imagine, he said, you're lounging back on a sun-drenched beach. He said, where are you? I said, I'm on a sun-drenched beach. He said, good, that'll be 40B for the deck chair. So, he said, I want you to shin up that tree and take down the only coconut there. When I'd done that, he said, now go back again and put this coconut there instead. When I came out of the trance, I'd found I'd changed the bulb in his standard lamp. Then he showed me into this other room where they do the abstract therapy. On the floor with this nude lady with no clothes on, and she was writhing about on a huge canvas, all lathered, all in paints and oil paints. I said, what good's that doing her? He said, none, actually, but nowadays, he said, I don't dread coming in on a Monday morning. So don't forget, folks, be optimistic. Just be optimistic. Think big, because you don't have to be huge to be a hero, you know. My hero is a very little man called Charlie Chaplin.
Shine bright on Charlie Chaplin. His boots are cracking, for want of blacking, and his little baggy trousers they want mending before we send him to the Dardanelles.
Charlie, you made us laugh, you made us cry. Charlie, you made the world a custard pie. Charlie, dancing on the silver street. Charlie, the greatest clown we've ever seen. Charlie, in bowler baggy pants and cane. But always bouncing back again. You rescued damsels in distress, a gallant knight so bold. We loved you, that little tramp, 'cause you had a heart of gold. Though kings and queens of Hollywood are gone, your magic world of laughter still lives on. All through your life you gave your very best. You gave the greatest gift of happiness. Charlie, thank you for being you. Just Charlie, thank you for being little Charlie. Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. familiar, something peculiar, something for everyone. A comedy tonight. Something appealing, something appalling, something for everyone. A comedy tonight. Nothing with kings, nothing with crowns. Bring on the lovers, liars and clowns. For situations, new complications. Nothing portentous or polite. Tragedy tomorrow. Comedy tonight. Nothing that's formal, nothing that's normal. No recitations to recite. Open up the curtain. Open up the curtain. Comedy tonight. Comedy tonight. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. And that's Showbiz. We hope that next week you'll have a seat in the orchestra stalls for our Easter show, when we'll be having Easter bunnies and...
What's up, Doc?
That's not a smile for your umbrella on a rainy, rainy day. And if you're down, don't cry, remember that a smile will always pay. When the skies are gray, don't worry or fret, a smile will bring the sunshine.